you guys were on the road for so much of the preseason, but now that you've been home a little bit, are you starting to feel the buzz in the city with the Jays making this run?
No doubt, it's amazing. It's amazing to see Toronto, how whole city comes behind a sports team, any sports team. Blue Jays are having amazing season, great playoff run over here. Everybody's hopeful, and we believe that team is going to pull another win tonight and take us to the finals. So, really, really exciting, and it's awesome for us to be in a city and to see that energy, knowing that that type of energy is going to be same for us once we start rolling in the playoffs.
I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think teams have a lot of say in putting together preseason schedules. You guys played 6 games, which is definitely on the higher end. Why was it important for you guys to get as many reps as you did? And do you think now that you threw it, do you think that was productive for you guys?
I believe so. First, when I looked at the 6 preseason games, I was also a little bit, is it going to be too much or not? I think coming from West Coast and using that Boston game, not playing our starters, it really helped to get extra minutes for the young guys. And we're such a young team. I think it was important to see all of our guys playing and getting opportunities. At the same time, I do like us spending time on the road early in our schedule because it prepared us for playing on the road during the regular season, and also gets the team connected. When we go for 5 days in Calgary, we go to Vancouver for 3 days, players are around each other quite a bit, and that really helps those guys come together as a group.
Are you going to the game today?
I'm going to be watching from home after I finish my Atlanta prep.
Sorry, go on. I mean, it's kind of interesting. Atlanta would be the team you're playing first. It's one of the teams in the East that's kind of been reconfigured the most. Do you kind of look forward to seeing where you guys?
I love it. I love every opportunity that we have to go out there and compete. I want to play against great teams. We want to be a great team. We want to continue to grow. So for us, any opportunity we have to play against high talented teams, it's great for us. It's going to be a lot of learning. It's going to be opportunity to compete. It's opportunity to learn how to win. We got to look at a season as a whole. This is not a 100 meters race. It's going to be a marathon. There's going to be great stretches. There's going to be rough stretches. But what I see so far from our group is they're really connected and really willing to accept coaching and learning from each other. So that's what really excites me about this season.
You guys just seem to do a lot of blindside double teaming on defense. You got guys coming from the nail to the corner out of nowhere. How do you decide, or how do you leave it up to them to make the decision when to go?
Now we're going into coaching secrets,
Well, yeah.
We do have rules. What are we trying to achieve in those situations? We're giving guys certain freedom to make decisions. You cannot be so strict when you want to play disruptive. You cannot be so strict on the rules because that makes players overthink. And we really want to be aggressive. We really want to be disruptive. And we also have a system in place when we get exposed in some of those situations that we have a backup plan, how we can cover for each other on the backside.
You spoke last year a lot about not only playing with pace as in turning defense into offense, but playing with pace within the half court. New starting lineup, obviously they have to learn each other. Where do you think they are in that process? Much
more ahead than I would think, to be honest with you. I think once we're getting in a half court, we still have some empty possessions, but we also have a lot of opportunities that we're going with much more force to set a screen, to open up and roll with more force. I think I'm already seeing improvements there. We have a long way to go before we look as a team that wants to play with that force and pace on offensive end, but I'm seeing a lot of positive stuff early on.
What do you expect from young players like Jonathan Mogbo, based on what you saw from the preseason and training camp? What do you want to see from them gaining into the new season now?
I'm expecting from all young guys to bring a lot of energy, a lot of effort, enthusiasm. Those guys are really working hard every single day. I wanted to be excited when games comes, and if they play 5 possessions or 25 or 40 possessions in a game, to understand to love and respect every possession in the game and to see how valuable those possessions are. I think that's going to really help their development this year and to get those guys on the map to be, very important part of the team.
Coach, we saw Emmanuel quickly make a lot of plays defensively in preseason, especially hustle plays felt like he drew a moving screen every game basically. What are you expecting out of Emmanuel this season defensively?
I mean, he's been constantly improving, on defensive end since he joined us. We had some long and productive conversations over the course of summer, like that he needs to take that to another level. He took that very seriously. He put some serious work this off season. He got so much stronger, and he's doing a really good job there. So I'm really pleased that he just needs to carry that into the season and during the whole season.
And then the last game, I know it's still preseason, but you had your starters in. Brooklyn had their starters in. It was like 1:14 tied with a minute left, and then you guys gave the ball to Brandon Ingram, and he got that pull up for the three. How are you going to sort of handle those sort of crunch time possessions this year, and sort of how much is it a benefit to have a guy like Brandon to be that weapon for you?
There is a lot of value in having a player like Brandon who can score, who is also very great playmaker. In this game, I thought that we as a team did not do a great enough job of finding him when he was open in some situations, and he did not flinch for a second. He continued making right decisions. I believe he had 6 assists at the end of the game. He was trying to make the right decision. He got that pull-up three that needed us, that we needed as a team to get it win. So he's really focusing on the right things and how to help the team. There is so much more, for us as a team to grow in those situations, and I'm happy to have all of those preseason games to be close result, so that can teach us some things how to close games.
Darko, looking at that last game against the Nets, it seems like throughout the game you had at least 2 starters out there. Is that going to be a focus for you with the playing rotation?
I mean, initially, yes, but I think it's going to really go game by game. Obviously, having 2 starters on the court at any point of time helps, and that's how our team is built, that we can do those type of rotations. I mean, if somebody is really good and catches the fire, I might keep him longer on the floor, so we might not see, 2 starters at the same time with a second unit, but generally that is the idea, yes.
I was talking to Brandon about just goal setting individually and how that fits into a larger conversation. Like, some guys are not going to be the ones to be like, listen, I'm individually going after this, that, and the third. For yourself, when you think about the collective picture, how do you create healthy rooms that those things can be expressed, but obviously being very cognizant of the fact that it has to be a collective goal in mind, obviously, at the end of the day?
I mean, if you win, everybody wins, right? So each player, when they set up their goals and we sit down with them, we talk that in a context of the team. We don't talk in a context, we want you to be an all-star player and average 30 points a night, or have I don't know what. That all of that goes in the context of how you're helping the team and how you're helping the team to win. So we spend a lot of time with players talking about those, what it needs to look like for them, and all of those are very connected with our offensive and defensive pillars, so they're overlapping.
How are the quote? Why was it that one today?
I do pick a quote. Yes.
You change them often?
Yes.
And
yes,
why was that the one today?
Because how you do anything is how you do everything, because it's important.
Did something stand out to you, though, that you felt like that had to be the message?
I mean, I think the details, this is a long preseason over here. Everybody's itching to get to the game and play regular season games. There's no skipping steps. Everything matters. Every rep matters. Every practice matters. Every workout matters. So we got to stay logged in every day.
We'll do one more. Were Colin and Yak able to do anything today?
Yak went through whole practice, and Colin went through non-contact parts of the practice.